Some of you don't believe in yourselves. The colonialists have taken away your self-esteem. Now, today my role is to show you another first of our people here in Uganda. The first game park in Africa, the first game park was here in Uganda. And it was set up by a king who unfortunately ruled for only 7 days. So in 7 days, in 7 days, one of our Sekabakas, former kings, had established a game park. Now, who was this? When Sekabaka Mawanda passed on, the next king was Kabaka Mwanga I. Remember, Kabaka Mwanga II is the one we associate with the Uganda matters, but that's another story for another day. So Kabaka Mwanga I established his palace at Kavumba. Kavumba is near Wakiso town. And while at Kavumba, in those 7 days, he realizes the importance of game parks for purposes of tourism. So in 7 days, he sends out his army to drive all the wildlife to Kavumba. All the elephants went to Kavumba. All the lions that were in Makindi. Most of the lions, all the big five, the big animals, the antelopes in all their different types, he sent them to Kavumba near his palace. So when every visitor he got during those 7 days, he took them to see wildlife. So Kavumba, and I'm glad when you go to Kavumba today, somebody knows that history, and the proprietors of Kavumba have some animals there. So Kabaka Mwanga I set up the first game park in Africa, but he ruled only for 7 days. You may wonder, how can somebody rule for only 7 days? Our priests have been very close to every king. Every Kabaka has some priests. These priests are usually from the elephant clan. So the priests, they come and tell the king that, by the way, there is that boy in the palace. That boy is going to cause you problems. So I think they were not able to understand how exactly the boy was going to cause them problems. So because this is a spiritual world. So they foresaw problems arising from that boy. So instead of expelling the boy from the palace, that's what he should have done. The king had the boy killed, all right, to remove that threat, not knowing that the boy's uncle, was somewhere lurking in the bushes, and the boy's uncle came and revenged by killing the king. So it is true. The priests, therefore, were correct that the boy is going to cause you problems. What the king should have done, maybe, is to send this boy back to the villages away from the palace. But everything said and done, credit must be given to Sekabaka Mwanga of the Ndiga clan, the first African to set up a game park in Africa in 1740, because he ruled for only 7 days.